regular chores, then off to a park to do a photo shoot. Bertram Park, just south of Kelowna. One of the crazy things I see about parks is that if you can see there, May 7th to September 6th, 9 p.m. is the closing time. They'll actually close the gates on the parking lot at about that time. And the sun doesn't go down until 9:30. So if you can't hang out in a park until sunset, what's a park for? It's a great park for a walk or a small hike. Nice beach on a warm lake. And we'll be shooting with that background. While I was there, I got to have a quick little look at this beauty from 1963. I've never thought of myself as a car photographer, and this is why. And here's a few unedited images from that shoot. Right after the shoot, I headed to Penticton. You know, every day is not perfect. I don't wake up to this every day, but some days are just about as good as it gets. This is Skaha Lake, and I'm in Skaha Lake Park. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning, and these shadows are just awesome. Great places to hang out and keep cool as well. The bus in a spot where it would get some sun, be close to that garbage can, close to a picnic table, and gives me this view for the short time I'm going to be here. I left Kelowna last night, just after my photo shoot. I did a photo shoot until about 9:30, till the sun had set. Then basically just loaded up with some fuel so I wouldn't run out, and headed down here because I love this park. I actually wanted to come here so I could show it to you because it's unique in a lot of ways. At least if you're living in a bus and you're traveling around without, you want to avoid parking, you want to avoid expenses, you want to have life to be as beautiful as possible. So you don't want to be sitting in like a mall parking lot. I originally wanted to make my videos more about travel and more about locations. The problem for me has been that when I've gotten in my truck, I just drive. And I don't stop and smell the roses. I don't stop too often and check out different locations, or nearly not as often as I want to. So I did a little walking around. So it's time to pack up for my trip to Vancouver. That's about maybe 4 hours, something like that, 4 or 5 hours, depends on how I drive. But I'm going to try and take all day. I'm going to make a video about this trip. But at the worst, it's going to be a video about just being in Penticton. So I'm going to clean up the bus just enough so that I can take off on the highway and not have things falling down or rattling and stuff like that. And I'm going to try to take some video of a number of different spots that I can stop on the way. So I'm going to turn a 4 or 5 hour trip into an all-day trip, I hope. However, if my gas pedal foot works like it usually does, I'll end up in Vancouver in 5 hours wondering why I didn't stop. I received an escort out of town by what looks like the Mustang Club. At a construction stop, I took some video of this chair, which seems to be all over the Okanagan. Pulled into Ocean Falls and found this park. This is the other end of Skaha Lake from the park we saw this morning. Bit of artwork, and this is called Christie Memorial Park. I dropped into the visitor center and had a nice conversation with the man about the town and its history. The dash cam's not working, so I'm trying to use my iPhone, so this portion of the video is very jittery. Very quickly outside of Ocean Falls, I found this nice little campsite, $18 a night, right on the lake. Very small, very few number of spots, but there were still some vacant when I got there. So I'm on the highway just outside of Osoyoos. I didn't go down and have a look at the parks and things like that by the lake, but this is an incredible view. So I stopped to give you a little bit of a copy of the view. thinking that guy's got a good parking spot, except that he's a long ways from the water. Well, I'm in Manning Park, and I accidentally ran into a station for RV station, or whatever you call it, and I'm loading my water tank with water for the first time via a hose. Every other time I've done it, I've just used buckets of water basically. It's a 20-gallon tank. It sometimes took 20 trips. Loaded this up to 20 in the tank and 5 gallons here. And I got to see how people with motorhomes deal with their waste. This is a hose just to wash away. It's drinking water, but it's designed to wash away the poop. A quick look at the lodge in Manning Park. Sounds good. Coffee. Everything you need to remember to be in this park. Seems like a lot of stuff. It's actually a pretty extensive park. So I'm back in Vancouver, and I put a Gus in the bus sign on my bus. I'm in the park, but I would like you to remind you to subscribe, like the video, and comment. Everybody says that, but it's because it's important. At least it's important to the creator, because we want to know that you've seen it, you like it, or you don't like it. Comments are very important no matter what you say. Thanks for watching.